Thank you for starting your week with us. Welcome to ARIRANG News Break. Live from Seoul, I'm Han-daeun. Let's start at the top office. Ahead of her trip this week to Russia, China, and Laos for a series of multilateral diplomacy events, President Park Geun-hye will hold her monthly meeting with her senior secretaries this morning. President Park will likely call for domestic support against North Korea's ever-increasing nuclear and missile threats before she heads to the Eastern Economic Forum, G20, and ASEAN Summit, where she will repeat her call for strong, coordinated international efforts to counter the unpredictable regime. North Korea launched a ballistic missile from a submarine last week, which showed sharp improvement in its trajectory and range. The test firing was in apparent protest against Seoul and Washington's ongoing joint Ulji Freedom Guardian military exercise. The newly elected leader of the main opposition Minjoo Party of Korea begins her first official day in the post today. Choo Mi-ae started her day with a visit to Seoul National Cemetery to pay respect to the nation's late presidents, including Kim Dae-jung, who first introduced her to politics. Choo will also meet with her fellow leaders from the other major parties, ruling Saenuri Party leader Lee Jong-hyun, Park Ji-won of the minor opposition People's Party, as well as National Assembly Speaker Chung Se-gyun. Eyes are on what she will discuss with the other leaders, as she's expected to lay out some progressive-leaning changes to the party's policies. That's likely to include her opposition to the planned deployment of the U.S. missile defense system THAAD to South Korea. The South Korean embassy in China has warned South Koreans to be extra vigilant as concerns mount North Korea could carry out small-scale terror attacks or abductions against South Korean nationals. The embassy says South Koreans should refrain from traveling to the Chinese side of the China-North Korea border. It also advised South Koreans to keep up to date with the latest safety information. North Korean sources have said South Koreans in China and Southeast Asia could be targeted in response to a number of high-profile North Korean defections to South Korea, including the North's deputy ambassador to Britain. The embassy issued a similar warning last month following the mass defection of North Korean restaurant workers from China. A 4-story building collapsed in Jinju City, Gyeongsang-namdo Province on Sunday, burying 3 construction workers under the rubble. 2 of the workers died, but 1 was dramatically pulled out of the ruins after 14 hours. Lee Min-young has the latest.
The bodies of the 2 construction workers who died have been removed from the rubble of the collapsed building. One was found late Sunday night, the other in the early hours of Monday morning. The survivor, who was not in critical condition, was brought to safety after a grueling hours-long search and rescue effort. Rescue efforts in the city of Jinju in the southeast of the country had to be delayed as fire authorities were concerned there could be another collapse. The accident occurred just before noon on Sunday while the 3 workers were knocking down walls during renovation work. 2 taxi drivers who were on the first floor at the time of the accident were hurt, but their injuries are not life-threatening. Police say the building was built 44 years ago. An investigation has been launched into whether safety regulations were followed during the renovation process. Lee Min-young, ARIRANG News.
The race to the White House is heating up. Republican nominee Donald Trump has pledged to get tough on immigration after critics from within his own party accused him of turning soft on the issue. The tough talk comes as polls show the billionaire businessman is closing the gap on Hillary Clinton. Kim Jong-soo has more.
Donald Trump stirred fresh controversy during a campaign speech in Iowa on Sunday, when he said he would institute a tracking system that will ensure immigrants who overstay their visas are quickly removed from their country.
On day 1, I'm going to begin swiftly removing criminal illegal immigrants from this country, including removing the hundreds and thousands of criminal illegal immigrants that have been released into the United States and United States communities under the incompetent Obama-Clinton administration.
Trump also proposed an online verification system that will prevent illegal immigrants from gaining access to social welfare.
We're going to build a great wall on the border, and we're going to institute nationwide E-Verify, stop illegal immigrants from accessing welfare and entitlements.
Experts see Trump's remarks as a response to criticism from hardline Republican conservatives who argued Trump had pivoted from his past hardline stance in a bid to win over Hispanic voters. His rival Hillary Clinton continues to come under fire as well, where unethical donations paid into her foundation before and during her tenure as Secretary of State. A new national poll from Morning Consult, taken from August 24th to 26th, shows Trump has closed the gap on Clinton from 6% to less than 3%. Both candidates remain highly unpopular among the general public, with 58% of voters saying they have an unfavorable view of Trump and 57% saying the same about Clinton. Kim Jung-soo, ARIRANG News.
And that's all for now. Stay tuned for more top stories here on ARIRANG. Thank you for watching.